This is Dave Espino, and welcome back to the Daily Hustle. Today I want to talk about my Monday. Today was an epic day, and it was a day that could only be made possible by having your own online business that throws off a passive income. What I did today was I spent the whole day with my two sons, and it was awesome. So I want to show you a little slideshow of some of the things we experienced today and show you what it's like to not have to worry about daily income because you know you've got that part taken care of. So let's go to the slideshow next. So today was an epic day, as I mentioned. I spent the day with my boys, and it was awesome. Anytime I have a chance to spend time with my boys, I cherish it because they're getting up to college age now, and pretty soon they'll be out of the house. So I'm really trying to make the most out of these moments. And today was epic. We had a plan to go to one of my favorite flea markets. And then after that, we were going to go to the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles, which is just an epic world-class museum of cars of all types. And then we were going to go to the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, also known as LACMA. And that's what we did. We went to a flea market, one of my favorite flea markets. We each found some goodies that appealed to us. You know, one of my sons is into collecting vintage video games, and he found some stuff. And my other son is into collecting vinyl records, and he found some stuff. And I found a Tony Robbins set that I'm going to be able to sell for between $350 and $450, and I picked that up for $60. So already the day had paid for itself, and then some. And after that, we went straight over to the Peterson Automotive Museum. I'm going to share some of the pictures here. This picture does not do this car justice, but this car was a Cicitalia. Just a gorgeous car with amazing lines, and it was just beautiful. I just couldn't stop staring at it. I had to kind of sit in awe and in wonder at the lines of this car. It was just a gorgeous car. Like I said, the photos don't do it justice. And we saw some cars that have been in movies, like Herbie from The Love Bug, and this car from Magnum P.I., the TV show. Of course, the Speed Racer Mach 5. And this is an old school one from the early Batman TV show where Robin would ride along in the sidecar. And the sidecar was actually detachable, and it was steerable as well. So it was pretty cool. And so we just saw some amazing stuff. This vehicle here is a Toyota 2000 GT, one of the rarest of the import cars, and recently sold for, I believe, $1.2 or $1.5 million. A very rare and very desirable Toyota, believe it or not. I believe it's from about 1967 or so. And we got to see some amazing concept cars and see some of the cues and the lines that were taken from these cars and added to other cars. For example, this is a Chevy concept car, and you could see the Corvette lines from the 50s Corvettes here. You could see kind of the suggestion of a bubble top right here that was used in 59 Chevys. And then if you looked at the tail end of the car, you could definitely see signs of a Corvair that were used there as well. Just gorgeous, gorgeous cars. These, again, were concept cars that were just there as design inspiration. I also got to see some great racing cars. These are cars that they actually made into Hot Wheels cars. And being that I was a Hot Wheels collector, it was exciting to see the actual cars in person, including this car here and this car, which was turned into a Hot Wheels Sizzler car, Plymouth AAR Cuda. Then we got to see some great exotics. There was a huge Ferrari display. So this is a La Ferrari. Just a gorgeous masterpiece of workmanship and amazing. As you can see, all the Ferraris in the background. This was the Ferrari display. This was a very rare, I believe, a 250 GT race version. Here we are sitting in a mock Maserati interior, and the boys having fun in that interior and feeling how comfortable the seats were and everything. This was a carbon fiber McLaren hypercar. Really just an incredible vehicle. And my son enjoyed taking pictures because he's into photography. So he enjoyed taking pictures of these amazing vehicles. Then we went outside of the museum, and this is the exterior of the Peterson Automotive Museum. It's really wild with the different lines and curves and everything that they did. It had a recent remodel, and I did one of those panoramic views so you could see the cars are kind of chopped up to get a sense of the entire facade of the front of the museum. Pretty cool. Then we went to the LACMA Museum, the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, and my son wanted to see this particular installation. It's called the Levitated Mass, and Netflix actually did a documentary on this where they documented how this gigantic rock, this gigantic stone, was moved from the desert to this location and installed as a piece of artwork, the way that they did it. And we had a great conversation about how that's not art, and my son said that is art, and we were going back and forth on that. It was fun. And then they had this awesome installation, again, since I love little toy cars. This installation was in the art museum, but it actually just kind of showed the intensity of traffic and what it means in today's society. And it was pretty cool to see all these tracks. I wanted to find the on button to turn it on, but I couldn't find it. But all these tracks laid out and how it all intermixes and how all the roads interplay into the cities. We also saw this famous painting. I took it at an angle just to be artsy. So this famous pop art painting was done by Andy Warhol, so I had to take a picture of it. But then, of course, I had to add my own little twist to it, so I angled it. I wanted to take this picture because all the people sitting down are looking at their phone instead of looking at the artwork on the wall. So I thought that kind of said something about today's society. There's my son taking pictures of doorways that go on. And then it was time to go home, and we hit LA traffic. So our drive home was about 2 hours long in traffic, and I started thinking about how people do this every day. They sit in traffic every single day, and I just had to be very grateful for my business that gives me a passive income, that allows me to do these kinds of things, have a Monday where most people are working or struggling or stressed about work. We had a chance to go just spend the day and have fun together, had a great lunch, had a great time, all because of my home-based business and my sons who happen to be homeschooled. It gives us complete freedom to be able to go anywhere, do whatever we want, whenever we want. It was epic. So if this sounds like the kind of day that you'd like to have, and the kind of freedom, more importantly, that you'd like to have, freedom from financial worry, freedom from stress, freedom from a job, freedom from a boss you don't like or coworkers you don't like dealing with, then be sure to subscribe to the Daily Hustle. Stay tuned. Every single day I bring you news, resources, information, and motivation to help you in your online home-based business. I want this type of freedom for you, and you can have it. But you've got to get plugged into a positive source. You've got to get plugged in to a community that's going to help you achieve your dreams. And not only do we have this Daily Hustle video series, but we also have online communities that I'm going to put some links down to below this video that you can join in. For example, the Daily Hustle Facebook group, the Selling Online Facebook group, and the Passive Income Show Facebook group, so that you can get plugged into the right sources that give you the best information that is going to help you to achieve your dreams and your goals, so you can get out of this rat race that you see here and get into living life the way you should be. Well, I hope you enjoyed that slideshow. I just wanted to sell the dream a little bit and just share with you what's possible when you have your own online business that you have full control over, where you're making an ongoing passive income. I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Hustle.